so lucky. And maybe Ram, because you have such a wonderful and powerful name, and I'm a big devotee of Hanumanji. So maybe
Okay.
that kind of indication. And I'm so lucky. And I was
Yeah.
anxiously waiting for you. And this I have already expressed in many of my videos. That
Okay.
I have no shame in accepting that I was actually waiting for you and you are here in front of me.
Really sorry for making you wait. I saw your ping every time. I mean, you're pinging almost every single day. So that's the reason. Okay, today let's finish this. I thought of this week, this whole week I was busy because I came from Bangalore and I have some other stuff to do here. So this whole week I'm really busy. But today I'm okay. Yeah. So I thought of okay, let's have a conversation with you today.
Okay, so Ram, your name is itself a brand. You need not to introduce, but for
Okay.
our audience, it's for the sake of the audience if you could introduce, if you could give a crisp introduction.
Sure, ma'am. Yeah, my name is Ram. Of course, you know that. I'm from Tamil Nadu and I'm working in the software industry. I've been learning this English language for around 4 years now. I'm slowly improving. And also, I run this YouTube channel where I post my conversational videos, the videos that I make with people. Yep.
All right,
So far, everything is going fine.
great to know that, and good wishes for your YouTube channel and for your future as well.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
as of me, I am Ritu Pathak Ram, and I'm calling you from Agra. I'm an
Hmm.
English teacher, basically mentor, communicator,
Okay.
and English is you can say is my lifeblood. I love this language a lot.
Wow,
So
you
yeah,
speak actually wonderful English. Your English is so stylish.
thank you, thank you. You know, my experience taught me this. When I
Hmm.
was in my sixth standard, my English teacher, she flung my notebook high up in the sky, and it
Okay.
came with a sound thump, and that broke me from from inwards. And I thought, I promised to myself, let's try English, let my dream come true. I want to be an English teacher since then. So
Okay.
hats off, yeah. Thank you for that teacher, and a big thanks to that teacher as well. She taught me though negatively, but Ram, I could say this is my strength. I never give up, and I
Yeah.
always try new things. Maybe for new experience, whether they are failures or some challenges or whatever struggles I face. I love to give a new shot to each and everything new in my life. That's it.
Wow, that's nice, ma'am. Okay, for how long you been teaching English?
I have been in this profession for the last 35 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nice,
Yeah,
nice, really great.
it sounds some funny, but I got my first tuition when I was in my 10th standard. And
Hmm.
since then, no looking back. So I love this language a lot. That's it.
Okay, so initially, how did you learn this language? Like
Yeah,
during that
to
time,
be,
it's really difficult to learn this language, right? Because we did not have this technology.
yeah, we didn't have that technology.
Yeah.
So a very straightforward answer to this question is that I immersed myself in this
Hmm.
language. And that I also tell my learners also that you have to immerse in this language. You have to surround yourself with this language. You have to start thinking in English. And
Hmm.
every time the learners, they are doing the same mistake, they translate from their native language to English, and that is the I think that is the root cause of failure, that they are not achieving what they actually desire for. So that is my point of view. And still date, Ram, as you told me that you are also learning, I'm still learning a lot each and every day. No matter what I just come across, I try to
Hmm.
learn everything. And whenever I stumbled upon a new word, I actually try to implement that. That is a
Okay.
very simple formula for me.
Oh, that's really great, ma'am. Okay, so that's a question that I have. How are you incorporating all the new words that you have learned in your day-to-day conversations? Because sometimes the situation don't arise to use that word, right? It's very difficult to use all the words that we have learned. If we don't use those words, we'll forget eventually.
Yes. Then I create my own script.
Okay.
Deliberately,
Okay.
deliberately, I create my own script. I don't wait for the right opportunity,
Hmm.
because I believe that opportunity knocks your door only for once. So if you lost that opportunity, it is already gone forever. Like you just drop a message, are you available? I immediately grab the opportunity. Yes, I'm available.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's it. That is my
I thought
final
you were
thought.
away. Actually, in the Skype, your status showed away, so I thought you're not available. So I thought, okay, let's have this call tomorrow or this week. And suddenly you replied. Then I came to know you're available now. Okay, let's have a conversation now itself.
Right? Because every single moment I'm just checking your status. That
Oh,
I just, whenever I have to switch on my my iPad, the first thing I used to check on my daily basis, did I get any response from Ram? And today is my day. So
okay.
that's
I'm
the
really sorry for
first thing.
making you to wait. Okay, do you also have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'm a newbie on this platform.
Hmm.
My my well wishers, my friends, they just pushed me into this rabbit hole, and now I am nowhere of this.
Okay,
I'm a
you're
newbie.
trying to
Yeah,
figure your own way out.
yeah. Actually, once we become a victim of the social media, it's very, very impossible to come out of it. But
Yeah,
yes, because I have a lot on my plate, I have to manage my back to back batches as well, plus this YouTube channel. But yeah, now I can easily accept that I am enjoying whatever I'm doing in my life.
yeah.
Maybe I want to be a busy bee. Always I want to be active. Whatever task you give me, I'm always be happy, because people say na, that I am depressed. I don't know the answer to this question, that why are they depressed? How do they get time to be depressed? That is the
Depressed,
big
yeah.
question.
Because they are not busy enough. If you're busy,
Mm,
you wouldn't get time to be depressed or to be sad of something. You'll be engaged into something.
exactly. So
Right.
you tell me something about your journey. I mean, you speak so well. So how
Not
did you
very
just
well.
get? I know,
Okay.
no, very well.
Okay, so I started learning this English 4 years ago. Well, I was preparing for interviews. Yeah, like I said in my many videos, I was failing a lot of interviews because of my communication skills. I was not able to clear the first round itself, because first round mostly they check your communication skills especially in the IT industry. So then I came to know, okay, first we'll fix this English issue. So that's how I started prepare. Initially, I prepared only for the interview. I did not give much attention to learning English. So I prepared only for the interviews, the type of questions they ask, and I wrote down the answers for it. I got around 30 pages of the different type of questions they can ask, and I memorized all the answers. So whenever they ask a different question, I say the answer. So that's how it started. And later, after joining the IT work, I came to know, okay, this language is very important in here, because of course it's an MNC company. The companies are there worldwide, so English has become a lingua franca, I mean the common language of the world. So I think, okay, this is really important. Okay, let's focus on English skills. So that's how I started. So
All right.
initially, I spent around 1 year learning grammar, and I can say that I wasted my time just by learning grammar. I used to take my grammar book and work on exercises, but I don't do any speaking practice. And because of that, after completing 1 year, I couldn't speak in English.
Oh,
So I changed my strategy. Okay, let's focus on speaking rather than uh, indulging in grammar and other practices. So I figured out some people who are in my office. They also wanted to learn English. So we formed a small group and we talk in English. So that's how I developed.
right. So
Yeah.
that is, you have already hit the nail on the head, because if you want to be a fluent speaker, then initially you have to start speaking.
Right.
And yeah, reading is okay. See, we all know, even a little child knows that all the four tools are very important in this learning process, like reading, writing, whatever. But when you want to be a speaker and you are not speaking, that is the root cause of failure. That is why we
Yeah.
are, yeah, failing to hit the target. So, any
Actually,
tips? Sorry.
no problem. Yeah, actually, I've got the advantage of I used to watch a lot of English movies even before that. I'm so fond of English movies, WWF, where they speak only in English, right? So I'm very fond of it. So that's the reason I think I've already got the listening skills. I was able to understand English even before I started learning English. So I got the edge of learning this very easily.
Right. And basically, I'm very fond of your voice. You have
Hmm.
such a deep and sultry voice, and
Okay.
that fascinated me the most. Because, I also listen to English music a lot, and Tracy Chapman is my favorite singer. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And Tony Braxton is also my favorite, and both of these singers, they have deep voice. So
Okay.
yeah, I love deep voice a lot because I don't know that whether it seems to have some authority. Deep
Yeah.
voice, yeah, it sounds authoritative. So yeah, that is one of the reasons also that I am so much interested in having this conversation with you. So
Okay.
Ram, could you just guide the learners that what techniques should they follow?
Okay.
Yeah,
To learn English, right?
right.
For beginners, or yeah, I think this will work for both intermediates and
Fingers, right?
beginners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The technique that I followed, the technique that really helped me is shadowing technique.
Mm,
Yeah, because shadowing technique includes three practices. It includes listening, it includes speaking because you're repeating whatever they say, so it's more like speaking, and also it includes reading. Most of the time, you read the captions. So it includes three practices, and it's very easy to do. But if you do all these three practices separately, it's a daunting task. You won't be interested in it. You'll feel bored. But if you watch the favorite movie of yours or favorite podcast, and if you do shadowing, it's very easy. I thought, okay, initially I didn't figure this out. I thought I did not have time to do all these practices. So in the free time, whenever I get, I do the shadowing practice. I just watch a movie that I like, and whenever they say something, I repeat after them in the same tone, in the same way how they pronounce their words. So that's how I improved my English. So this technique, shadowing technique, is really powerful. Most of the people, they don't do it. They just
mm.
simply do listening practice. They do everything separately. But if you include shadowing practice in your English learning, it's really helpful, I can say.
Exactly. That is one of the powerful tools because it is including all the four tools in one time. It's
Mm.
a very natural technique also, and at the same time, you are incorporating all the four different tools at the same time
Yeah,
without much hustle and bustle.
you will get good pronunciation when you do shadowing practice. You can get the accurate pronunciation, how the native speakers pronounce certain words, and they I don't know how to say this. The way they speak, sometimes they raise their voice, sometimes they lower down their tone.
Mm.
It depends on the
Intonation.
situation.
They have the certain
Intonations.
intonation, right?
Intonations,
Yeah.
yeah. So you'll get to know about all these things. But if you don't do shadowing practice, it's really difficult to understand or practice intonations, I can say.
Exactly. Exactly. Right.
Hmm,
So shadowing technique, according to you, is the most powerful tool,
the most
and
powerful one.
we can.
Yeah.
So it should be practiced on the regular basis, I think so.
Yes, I can say initially you can start practice with 30 minutes. If you're watching your favorite movies, time doesn't matter.
Ah,
The thing is, even when I watch a movie like it's around 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I don't do shadowing practice for the complete 2.5 hours. I just watch a movie, I indulge myself in the movie. Then after half an hour, I get the interest of shadowing practice. I repeat after them. I do it for 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes, I watch the movie as it is, and again do it for 10 minutes. So that's how it is.
okay, you take breaks in between, and whenever you
Mhm.
feel like some certain phrases, you stumble upon certain phrases or
Yeah,
some important words, you try to repeat to
right.
incorporate those phrases and words in your spoken language, right?
Yeah, you will naturally do it. When you watch a movie, you will naturally do the shadowing practice, even if you're not interested in it. So that's why I'm saying just play some video, play a podcast, and sit in front of it. You will naturally do shadowing practice.
Right. I actually don't listen to podcasts, but my favorite series are dramatized
Okay.
and yeah, and Dharman videos. I love them a lot,
What
and
is
they
that?
Dharman videos.
I don't know.
Dharman, Tharman. Dharman is basically he is an Indian, but yeah, he
Hmm.
stays in America and dramatized. So Friends, there is another series by the name of Friends.
Oh, Friends, yeah.
I
That's a
watch them
famous
back to
one.
back. So that is a
I've
very
seen them multiple times.
natural. Yeah, they're very. This is a very natural. It's a way of learning this language
Yes.
without over stressing yourself. You are
Yeah, actually,
enjoying. Yeah. Hmm.
Friends series, they use simple words, simple sentences. They don't use bigger sentences. If you watch the whole series, most of it would be like conversation, and they don't speak a lot. They don't speak. They don't do bigger sentences. Most of the sentences are very small, so it's very easy to repeat after them. And they don't have. I think they have plain American accent. It's not very
Yeah.
difficult to understand. It's very easy. So that's how I learned initially. Most of the shadowing practice that I did is with Friends series. And
Yeah,
I mean, friends helps most of the people all over the world to learn English. A lot of the Korean pop singers, the K-pop singers, they have learned English by just watching Friends series. One of the interview given by a Korean pop singer, he said, I completely learned English from Friends web series. Oh, your video is frozen.
it stuck somewhere in between. I think you got a call. I think so.
Oh no, I didn't get a call.
Or
I thought you got a call.
no, no, maybe some intranet issues. So,
Okay.
well, the people ask me. This is a very, this is a big misconception in most of the among most of the learners that they have to speak very fast. Only then they will be considered as a fluent speaker. This is the biggest myth making rounds on social media. So, what's your take on that?
Actually, when you speak English in a normal tone, it will look really beautiful because you get time to pronounce each and every words clearly. Your English will become so beautiful. Well, some people speak very fast. Even sometimes I also speak very fast. Normally, I speak fast. That's my nature. But if I speak slowly, people really like my English. So that's the reason I've started speaking slowly. I'm trying to speak slowly nowadays.
I think our brain also needs some time to process the information. That is
Yeah.
why we speak at a normal rate, isn't it?
And when you speak fast, and even if that is a second language, when you speak very fast, you won't have the time to think, to frame the sentence properly. You will get stuck in middle when you talk. I mean, especially you are in the beginner or intermediate level. If you're in the advanced level, you can really talk well. But if you're in the intermediate level, when you speak very fast, you won't get time. And sometimes, most of the time, you get stuck when talking. You don't know which word to use. You use poor choice of words. Even I do that sometimes. Sometimes I run out of words. Suddenly, I run out of words. So it's very difficult to keep up the pace.
Yeah. So, what do you think that to maintain that pace is really important while speaking?
There is an advantage of for it. Well, if you speak fast, people wouldn't be able to find out your grammar mistakes because you go to the next sentence immediately. They won't analyze your English. Okay, you're making grammar mistake in here, and that's the advantage that I felt. I mean, I've experienced this. And when you speak slowly, you won't be able to do grammar mistakes because you will have time to think the proper grammar and proper sentence structure.
Right. Basically, I am a follower of speaking at my own pace. I mean, if
Yep.
I'm not comfortable, then I don't speak very fast. If I'm comfortable, then I speak fast. And most importantly, I have to take care of our audience as well. If they
Mm.
are not understanding us, there is no point of speaking. I think that.
And one more thing is there. Some people, yeah, including me, even I did this. When we speak in English, especially English, we get overexcited. We get overexcited. We get panic. A lot of other stuffs going on, and because of that, we won't be able to deliver the message properly. We won't be able to speak properly. Well, if you are calm, relaxed a little bit, you can speak really good in English because
Mm.
some of the words that you have seen or learned long time ago, it will come to your brain only when you are calm and you're relaxed. If you're overexcited, if you're in a hurry, you won't be able to get the right words to use.
That is the reason of over stressing. We are over stressed. When we start speaking, we are already panicked. And at the top of it, we have to speak in English. So that is a negative point that adds on and give
Yeah,
a negative impact on others. Right.
right,
So,
ma'am.
Ram, I think this is a power packed session for our audience as well. And I am so grateful to you. Basically, you have connected with me and you have given your precious time to
Thank
me.
you,
And
ma'am. Thank you so much. This was a really nice conversation. Even I've never expected that you would speak very good English. It
thank
was
you.
really surprise for me.
That's a big compliment. And you made
Yeah,
my day. I must say that.
yeah.
Right.
Thank you, ma'am.
So,
Okay, so may I know your YouTube channel? The name of your
yeah,
YouTube channel?
my channel name is Ritu Pathak English Classes.
Okay, great. I'll go and check it out.
Yeah, please